What's up everybody, Tyler at Whipple Superchargers here, and if you have recently purchased a blower and the Tomahawk device, one thing you're going to need to know is how to get the stock file off whatever vehicle it is that you are using the device on, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. Alright, once you open your box, you're going to see a few things in it. One, the Tomahawk device. You're going to have your cable that's going to hook to the top of the Tomahawk device and to your vehicle's OBD2 port, and the most important part, the instructions. Alright, so today, in this instance, we are in a 2026 Ford F-150 trimmer. And what we need to do to start this process off is get the truck turned on, but don't fire up the truck. So I'm going to keep my foot off the brake, I'm going to hit the engine start button. That turns on all of our accessories. And what I like to do when doing these things, turn off the lights and make sure your air and everything is turned off. So that way you're not draining your battery and whatnot. And then the next part, we're going to go ahead and plug in our Tomahawk device down here. And once that's plugged in, what you're going to see is that fire up. Give it a second, it'll go to the screen. And to get your calibration to the vehicle that you're using, you need to request a cal file. So we're going to go ahead and hit enter on the request cal file. We're going to hit enter again. It says file created. We need to remove the SD card and send it to Whipple. Press any key. So I'll just go ahead and press enter again. And then what you would do, we're going to take this SD card out of the bottom of the calibrator, and we're going to get that to our laptop so we can get that emailed over to Whipple. All right. Got our SD card plugged in, and where we need to go now is calibration request at whipplesuperchargers.com. All right, so on this calibration request form, obviously you're going to fill out all your contact info, your vehicle info of what you'll be working on, and then you're going to get down to the file where you can upload the calibration file that you just did with your Tomahawk device. I will find the SD card, and on this SD card I see our file right here. Click that file, hit open. So our file is now uploaded. Now you need to get the serial number off your tuning device that you're using, which is going to be on the back of it. And now we're going to need the serial number off of your supercharger, which is going to be on the side of the lid. Then once you have the serial number from your supercharger plugged in, then we can submit this form. Once you send that factory file in, you'll receive an email back from Whipple, and it kind of gives you your instructions on what you need to do now to get your file. So they send them in a Dropbox link, so we're going to click that Dropbox link, and we will find the file that we are looking for. It shows our F-150 stage 1, so we're going to go ahead and download that, and we're going to drag that file down to the SD card. And then we're going to go back and make sure we download this other file, and we will put this one on our SD card as well. So when we go back to our SD card, now we see the app that we downloaded that we moved over that enables the Tomahawk to upload the file to our truck. And then we see our F-150 stage 1 tune-up on the SD card now as well. All right, we're going to remove the SD card from your laptop, and we're going to plug it back into the Whipple Tomahawk. And once that is plugged back in to our Tomahawk device, now we can hit programming, and it's going to tell you that there is a reprogramming software update. All right, once you get to this screen, it says the specified calibration is available for download, and you want to press enter to start. All right, once you get to this screen, it is ready to write your vehicle, so we would hit enter. Make sure that you are not unplugging your device from your vehicle. Let it run its entire process. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to reach out to support at whipplesuperchargers.com.